Because the reason why the dresses are so extravagant in the cars, in the show, in the presentation is because this is the closest these girls will ever get to being a bride.
So it is hood prom season. Honestly, I don't even know where that term came from. For the sake of this video, we are going to use it. So it is hood prom season, and that is bringing out so many opinions all across social media. I will tell you that my son's prom was just a few weeks ago, and my son was completely over it. Like, he was so indifferent. He didn't really even care if he had decorations or not. If you are not familiar with prom season, people are really starting to celebrate big. And I mean big. It's a whole party now. Some people, they have decorations outside of their house, and then they have people inside of their house. They may hire catering, they may hire a DJ. It's a whole party. And since Black people, this is mainly with Black people, since Black people are celebrating and celebrating big, it is bringing out some people who have opinions.
You can't have one without the other. You can't have hood prom or the baby shower stuff or the gender reveals or anything like that without baby mama culture. Because the reason why the dresses are so extravagant in the cars, in the show, in the presentation is because this is the closest these girls will ever get to being a bride. In the Black community, I'm sorry to say it, actually, no, I'm not, because it's the truth, especially in lower income households, there's not as much of an emphasis on family anymore. These kids aren't getting married. They're going to be baby mamas and baby daddies, so they're never going to have a wedding. These girls are never going to walk down the aisle. Some of them probably will, but the majority of them will never be a wife. They will never be a bride, so they'll never have a wedding. That's why the dresses remind you of big, beautiful wedding dresses. These kids are substituting their wedding with prom.
So typically, I do not entertain videos like this. When someone comes out of left field and you can tell that they're just trying to poke the bear, I typically do not entertain videos like this. But what I have found is that people are echoing this same sentiment. If you look in the comments of these big celebrations, these big prom send-offs that are mainly Black people doing it, right? If you look in the comments, people are saying this. Somehow or another, people are thinking that these prom celebrations, these prom send-offs are replacing weddings. And I can tell you, as a parent who literally just had a prom send-off for my son a few weeks ago, a wedding was the last thing on my mind. Never did I think, oh my goodness, my son may never walk down the aisle, so let me do it big for his prom. My son went to the prom with his girlfriend, and I can tell you that his girlfriend's family was not thinking about her wedding. Nobody thought, well, let me do it big because they may not walk down the aisle one day. It's just not a thought that is going through, I don't think, any parent's mind. For me, my priority right now is getting my son through high school and off to college. Every parent that I talk to that has a senior, that is all we talk about. Is the kids applying to colleges? How is the scholarships going? Where are they getting accepted? How are they traveling? What else do we need to do to get these kids graduated and across the finish line? That's all that we're thinking about. So this whole idea that parents are substituting prom send-offs for weddings because their kids may not ever walk down the aisle, I can tell you that was never a thought. Literally never a thought. I'm not thinking about my son getting married. I'm thinking about my son graduating. I could also tell you that this whole idea of girls' dresses being so big, the reason why they're so big is because these girls will never walk down the aisle, so they're wearing dresses that are like wedding dresses, the big dresses like wedding dresses. I can tell you, again, my son just had his prom a few weeks ago. I looked at dresses, none of them reminded me of a wedding dress. None of them. Nobody wore white. Nobody wore white. So for me, I just feel like I understand that some people may think that these prom send-offs are over the top. I understand that. And I also understand that people may say that all of these decorations, it's just too much. And that may not be how you want to celebrate your child. Oh, and that's another thing. People are talking about gender reveals. Gender reveal. So if you're not familiar with a gender reveal, that's when you find out the sex of your baby, right? So whether you're having a boy or a girl, I can tell you that I see gender reveals all over the place, all over the world, in every country. People are doing these gender reveals big. It's like a big celebration now. So that has nothing to do with baby mama culture. It has nothing to do with Black people. Everybody now, well, not everybody, but a lot of people across cultures, across countries are having these big gender reveal celebrations. It is not something that is just like for the hood. It's not just, baby mamas who are doing this. Gender reveals have become a big thing over the past few years. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that these prom send-offs are too much? Are they too over the top? Let me know. First of all, I feel like I don't like this term hood prom season. I don't like this. This was the first time when I watched this video that I even heard that people were saying hood prom season. So I never, like in my area, no one said hood prom. Everybody said prom. And I can tell you, my son, I didn't even know if he was going to go to prom because he was just so indifferent. There were some people who decided to just sit prom out because they were like, I'm not interested, right? So who came up with this hood prom term? I just want to get rid of that. Like, I just want to get rid of that. And I have always believed that you can celebrate however you want to celebrate, right? So if you want to celebrate big, then you can celebrate big. If you want to celebrate small, you can celebrate small. And if you don't want to celebrate at all, you don't have to celebrate at all. Here's the thing. I feel like there are too many people counting other people's money. If you don't have to pay for the celebration, then at the end of the day, like, why are you concerned with how much money somebody else spends? And another thing, people make assumptions. So for me, I own my own event decorating business. My son's girlfriend's mother also owns an event decorating business. So when it came to creating decorations for the prom send-off, where my son was going to be there and her daughter was going to be there, we just tag teamed it. We decided to create something together, but we have a business. So we were just using stuff that we already had, right? So sometimes you have to know that what you see on Instagram or what you see on TikTok, right? You're assuming that people are spending big money. They could be an event decorator. They could be an event planner. They could be using stuff from their own inventory, right? So they're not really spending anything at all. But also another thing, I don't know where this term hood prom even came from, because the prom send-offs that I'm seeing, they are not in the hood. These people are in big, beautiful houses. A lot of times I'm hearing, the parents saying, like, I'm rich. Or the kids in the videos are saying, my parents are rich. So just because there's a black person in the video doesn't necessarily mean that they're from the hood. There's plenty of black people who are doctors. There's plenty of black people who are lawyers. There's plenty of black people who own their own businesses. So I'm not sure where this term came from, hood prom season, because the people who I see who are doing it big with their prom send-offs, they are in big, beautiful houses. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think about these prom send-offs? And I'll see you in my next video.